The beautiful colors of autumn begin to disappear, dragged by the wind. The days get shorter and the temperature starts to drop. The morning dew forms tiny crystals of ice which shine with the rising sun. In these days of transition, the golden, ochre, and red tones of the leaves begin to mix with the pure white of winter. The ice storms cover the vegetation as they pass, as if a magical touch allowed them to shell the forest in crystal. When the snow begins to fall, the forest is silent. My footsteps are muffled as I walk on the soft white carpet, and unlike the raindrops, the snowflakes float smoothly without making any sound as they fall. Although many animals migrate south or hide in their burrows to sleep during the winter, many others remain active and survive the harsh conditions, looking for food among the frozen forest. The great difference between the dry and seemingly lifeless world and the magical and wonderfully pure white forest is water in all its forms. Water turned into ice. Water turned into snow. And the vibrant, turbulent, and strong water that resists being caught. Temperature, wind, and sunlight enter into a game of building, sculpting, and recreating an ever-changing world. When I walk by the river and feel its power, I hear how the water clashes into the rocks. The icy breeze hits my face, and I can see how the landscape changes with each step I take. is always something new to discover. I really enjoy these moments of peace, and today I want to invite you to enjoy this magical world with me. During the past 15 years, I have walked through this beautiful frozen paradise, and every winter I carefully checked not only the river, but also the small streams that are hidden in the woods. The ice is so fascinating that you can see changes from one week to another, from one day to the next, and even in a few hours it transforms, melts, and new forms materialize in front of my eyes. One of the most incredible shapes are the icicles. I never heard that name before because I was born in the tropics, and that's a word we never had to use. But regardless of its name, icicles are now a passion of mine. I like to look for them, watch them grow, and collect them in my photographs and videos. I love seeing how their shapes change with the speed of wind and water. And part of their magnetism is that they are ephemeral. These incredible sculptures are short-lived. I like to watch how the sun melts them in minutes, and when they break apart, they split into 1,000 pieces against the rocks, or float away in the current until they disappeared. Some are solid and robust. Others are delicate and fragile. The figures vary according to how they form. If they are formed by dripping water, they grow very slowly. But if it's by the force of the current, they form quickly and leave hundreds of tiny air bubbles trapped inside. These bubbles turn into small universes full of little planets and constellations. Others are small prisms that break the light into wonderful rainbows. A tiny stream hidden in the rocks can hide amazing shapes, and the low light allows me to take shots where the icicles seem to be floating in the fog. Sometimes I simply do not understand how nature can create those textures and forms by itself. It also adopts unexpected designs depending on the surface where it's formed. either over the ground, on the rocks, on the bare branches of a tree, or on the water surface. As the storm passed, the blue sky contrasted in an incredible way with the shining white of snow and ice. Waterfowl come out to enjoy the icy waters of the river, and the beauty of these places fills me up with emotion. As soon as the first flowers bloom, the cycle starts again.